Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder, and yeah, we're continuing the fan commentary of Worst Heroes versus Villains War Ever Round 3. And this one is the merge of the timelines, so let's begin. So to start off, we see Athena sees a vision of an alternate timeline where Arcantos did not save Atlantis. And now, of course, it's going to be sunk, but actually, makes Atlanteans become a dangerous war state. Or are you sure it's not the Neo-Atlanteans? Well, I think this character's named Gargoyle. And he's from the anime called Nadia, The Secret of the Blue Water. I have not seen Nadia, but I have looked all the information about it. And Gargoyle, I think, it's like the main villain of this series, unless you count Nadia's brother. So I'm not going to go into full details, so it's interesting. Also, just like with the Lion King and Kimba the White Lion controversy, Nadia, Secret of the Blue Water, and Atlantis the Lost Empire have a controversy because, yeah, you copy me kind of thing, but interesting seeing it here, and first time knowing about this. Also, that's where Jean is from, also. And Athena goes and asks the voodoo lady, either she's from Sam and Max, or from Monkey Island. I know a little bit of Monkey Island, but I never played it or watched it. Athena asked about sending Arcantos to the future was the right choice, and she said that timelines do not matter to Ragnarok. Then we see Arcantos says, praise open the Pillars of Time, because that's how you open it. And then he and his forces had to go in and sent to the medieval times. Interesting. And I think I know this character. Elizabeth Lyons from Seven Deadly Sins is being chased by this monster. But then Arcantos, Chiron, and Ajax had to go and save her. And she's being acquainted by Meliodas, who saved her, hold on to her, while grabbing her boob. Perv! Okay, if you guys don't know what the Seven Deadly Sins is about, it's basically, the Seven Deadly Sins is something I watch on Netflix. It's been dubbed as now it's actually known as Netflix original series. The Seven Deadly Sins. Okay, it started off in the ancient dawn of time. There's a human race and the non-human race. There is the goddess clans, which are like the goddesses. They're like humanoid angels, in a way. Then there's the giant race, the fairy race, the dwarf race, just any race you can think of. They are located in Britannia, and I'm certain it is, but whenever I think of the anime of Britannia, I think of Code Geass. The human and the non-human race fought against the demon race, which are led by the Demon King. Which is funny, we got the Demon King that is from Doraemon, but in the Seven Deadly Sins, it's the Demon King, which is not associated with Doraemon, but a different character. And his forces one of his elite soldiers are the Ten Commandments. Which is odd, because when you think of the Ten Commandments, you think of the rules that God made that he sent Moses to deliver to the people. And one of them being one of the Ten Commandments is Meliodas, who betrayed the Demon King because he fell in love with an angel, or one of the goddess race. And he's very perverted, just as much as Master Roshi is. So he began his own band of heroes called the Seven Deadly Sins. Well, ever since Meliodas betrayed the Demon King, now he bored himself like the tattoos. It's basically represent their symbols of sin. Like, he is like the dragon sin of wrath. Then there's Diane, who's very empathy giant girl. She is the serpent sin of envy. Bon, who is Meliodas' best friend, and one of my favorite characters, who was in love with this fairy. Well, he is the fox sin of greed. King, who is like the king of fairies, and the brother of one of the fairies that Bon is in love with. He is like the grizzly sin of sloth. Grizzly, like a grizzly bear. Merlin, well, actually, Lady Merlin, she's a lady, but she ain't no wrinkly old lady. She's a very slender, youthful, very middle-aged woman. And very sexy. I know it's weird, but I'm going to leave the link to her wiki page, and you'll see what I mean, how sexy she is. She is the boar, like the pig, the boar's sin of gluttony. Escanor is the lion's sin of pride. Yeah, he's very strong. Like, if you mix Hercules, Superman, and the Incredible Hulk strength, and put them all into Escanor, that's how strong he is. So, the plot is that the Seven Deadly Sins in the first season, they were framed for the murder of one of the captains of the Holy Knights. Until Elizabeth, well, now Meliodas owns a bar, which is underneath a giant pig that's lived underground but can get up and walk to different towns. And she has a son who Meliodas is friends with named Hawk, who is a literal pig, a talking pig. And this is the Elizabeth. She's like the princess. That's all I gotta go through. Kind of interesting seeing the Seven Deadly Sins in here. I hope we get to see other characters in it, especially the ones I've listed. Then we see Spyro and Hunter just strolling along the Dragon World until Grand Minimus. I have no idea who he is, but he warns them about tells them about a terrible fate that will await if Spyro does not save other worlds. So I guess Spyro has to go along and help everyone. I have not played Spyro in a very, 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 very long time. And it's been forever since I played it. Well, the original Spyro games. If you can tell by this style. Then we see Ratchet and Clank are discovering their way out of Bayram space station when Ratchet sights a human boy named Leo who is sobbing. I guess Ratchet's like they're both comforting him, and then there's a human girl named Clavis. I don't know where these two are from, but I know Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, Ratchet tells that they were from a spaceship that was carrying a highly dangerous alien criminal, Vindra Prague, when Bayram blew up the ship. Leo refuses to follow the two, not wanting any more human lives lost like in Bayram's invasion in the space colony. I can't blame you. I can't blame him, of course. But Clevis convinces Leo that they should follow Ratchet and Clank. Well, of course, because they're young. Ratchet and Clank are expert at dangers. Then we see the Mortal Kombatians, then we see at the combat base, Goal reunites with Blanka and Chun-Li, planning their mission on stopping M. Bison. Excuse me. Then we see Zacket have received a new accusation from Shadow Master, the Shadow Boss. A different name or something? So I'm gonna stop right here. I don't want to make the video too long because my cousin got me a very cheap camera. So if I make it like 20 minutes or longer, it'll be abandoned. So I just gotta save this one. So yeah, that was Worst Heroes and Villains War Ever Round 3. So I guess this is now part 1 for this commentary, like usually. But yes, it's pretty cool seeing the 7 deadly sins in here. Well, even though we only saw Meliodas and Elizabeth. So, the score, the Keyblade Wheel of Doom, may your heart to be your guiding key. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe.